everybody, and happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, May 19th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This is Lisa Freeman coming to you live from stampingwithlisa.com. Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad you guys are here today. I'm kind of singing that. And I'm crooked again. Okay, let's see if we can fix that. We don't want you to have to look cockeyed the whole time at the screen. Oh, that reminds me, yesterday, so I took my mother to the eye doctor, and so that was just an adventure in itself. But after we got her eyes examined, and then we went into the little area where you pick out your glasses, and so she was trying them on, and every time the girl and I would say, "Oh, that pair looks really good. That looks really good," she's like, "Well, you're not the one wearing them. I am." But she ended up getting the first one she tried on because those were the ones we picked out. And she goes, "Well, these are crooked. Look." So they were crooked on her face. And I said, "Well, just take your one hand and lift them up a little bit. Then they'll be straight." I said, "Or you can just tilt your head." And the girl starts laughing. And she's like, my mother always gets, she pretends to get mad, but she doesn't really get mad when I'm joking around with her. But it was just so funny. The lady's like, "We'll fix that when we make your glasses." So anyway, that was my excitement yesterday. But anyway, we are making these two cards tonight. So it's a new technique that I've seen lately. Some people call it double vision technique. Some people call it eclipse technique. Um, I have always called it eclipse. And most of the time when I've seen it, it's been with like words on the front, and you have a piece of like designer paper, and then you die cut a word out of there, like love or joy or whatever. And then you take the letters and put them on dimensionals and put them on the front. But this has been like a big trend the last couple weeks. I've seen several people do this technique, and most people have been taking just two sheets of designer paper, and they put one down, and then they take the other one and cut it and take half of the pieces and put it on here. Then they take another card and take another piece of designer paper, lay it down, and use the other half of the cards. So you're using three sheets to make two cards. So to me, that seemed like kind of a waste. So I did it with just one sheet, and I cut it all the way across just like everybody else has done, but then we put the one piece back down. So you're not wasting a piece underneath the strips, if that makes sense. So if any of you guys have watched anybody else's videos, almost everybody is putting I don't even have two sheets. Like say we have these two sheets. So they'll put one on the bottom, and then they'll cut this one into strips, and then put every other strip raised up on top of this piece. So really, you're only seeing part of this. Um, but and then they take the leftover strips, which is every other piece, and put it on another card. So we're gonna do it easier than that and not waste any paper. So I hope you like my version better. I haven't seen anybody do it this way. So hopefully you'll like it better, and it saves you designer paper, which is certainly not cheap right now. Oh, but I do have exciting news. This paper's back in stock today. So I got an email, and I ordered it a couple hours ago. So this paper is back in stock as of today. I don't know how long it will last, but if you've been waiting for it, make sure you get it as soon as possible before it sells out again. And I just stamped the flower on the inside, nothing exciting. And then for this one, I did that on the inside. So we're going to be making both of those. But before we do, let me show you my happy mail that I got. So this one is from Susan Freelier, and she made this really cool card. I don't even know how she did it, but it kind of looks like saran wrap technique. I'm not positive, but I think she had a stamp that was shaped like a heart or something shaped like a heart. And then it looks like saran wrap dipped in the ink and like tapped on top of it in 3 different colors. I'm not positive, but that's what I think she did. If she's on here, I don't know if she watches the live. Um, I would be interested to find out how she did it, but I'm thinking that's what she did. So I love that card though. It's really pretty. And I don't think she said, yeah, she just said thank you for sending her a card. But I love that. Love that card. And then this one is using our same paper. This one's from Marlo Rooney in Florida. Love this card. And this is definitely one of my favorite packs of paper. So, and then she sent a really nice little note. And so that's another card. And then I have another card with this paper. So this one is from Betty Burke. Love, love, love this card. Very pretty. I haven't seen anybody put paper behind that like that with the yellow. I love that. I never even thought of doing that. So that's a great idea. And then you just trim around it. So it looks like it's got lights inside. Great idea, Betty. I love that. So you guys are awesome. And then don't forget, this is my card kit. So this just started on Saturday. So this is the card kit for this time. So this is through the end of the month. So anybody who orders $100 or more from now till or from the 16th through the 31st will get this card kit in the mail next month. So all the card kits for the first half of the month went in the mail yesterday, and hopefully you'll be getting them this week. And I'll send the tutorial out in a couple days. So there you go. So I was really good about doing that this weekend. And it's way too hot to do anything else except stay in the house. So we're having 90s every day through tomorrow. And then it's going to rain for a few days, thank goodness. Because I just got my yard looking really good. It's nice and plush and green. And I've been watering it. And then we get this heat wave. And it's just been so hot the last couple days. So, all right. Oops. Let me show you what we're using. So for the first card, we're using Delicate Whisper stamp set. This is trying to sneak out. We're not really using many of the stamps except for this one and this. No, not this one, just this one. So that's the only thing we're using from the stamp set. And then the words are from Banner Sayings. And we're using that one right there. But you could use any of them. And we're going to be using the banner punch that goes with this. And then for this card, we're using the Sunset Coast stamp set with the, uh-oh, no, we're not. Wrong stamp set. Oh, yes, this is the stamp set for the inside. But for the relax, that's from the set that has the Adirondack chair, which is called Relaxing Waterfront, I think. I think that's the name of it. Um, I'm not positive, but I thought I got the right stamp set, but I didn't. Okay, so if you haven't seen, if you're like one of the only people that hasn't seen this paper, this is gorgeous paper. And I just showed it on the last video. So I'm just going to flip through here real fast. This is the piece we're using today, which is probably my favorite piece in the whole pack. I love it. And then the green is on the back. And then that piece is gorgeous. The whole pack is just gorgeous. This has the gold on the back, or not gold, copper. Just beautiful paper. Gorgeous, gorgeous paper. Love it. I have a lot of these sheets left over for I've used so much of this paper already, but that's the paper for that. And then the Sunset Coast. Oops, what did I do with that one? That is here. And this is about half of a pack because I've used a lot of this too. But this is nice because you get 8 sheets of 6 patterns instead of normally you get 2 sheets. No, four. What do you get normally? 4 sheets? Yeah, normally you get 4 sheets of 12 patterns. So you get double the amount. So you can make, I like that better. I'd rather have less designs and more of the same ones because I have to buy like so many packs of paper to use it for class, and this is much better. So we're going to be using this back piece right here, this one right here. And one of the sheets is missing because I used it all. So there you go. So we're going to start with this one. Oh, I haven't said hello. Holy cow, did I forget to say hello? Hey, Jody. Hey, Myra. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Bina. Hey, Trina. Hey, oh, that rhymes. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Anna. Hey, Regina. Hey, my Hamilton. Who is that? I can't remember. I always forget your name. Hey, Therese. Hey, Lynn. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Joan. Hey, Christine. Oops. Just went flying by. Hold on. Let me go back. I lost my spot. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Lou. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Smiley. Hey, Nell. Hey, Julie. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Blanky. Hey, Lorena. Hey, Kathleen. Let me see. Hey, Linda. Hey, Tony. You had therapy today? I had that rotator cuff surgery, but it's been like 15 years ago. Wasn't too bad. It was a pain in the butt, but mine was my left arm. So if it's your right arm, then that's really sucky. The hardest part about that surgery is going to the bathroom, because if you wipe for, your whole entire life with your right hand, and then you have rotator cuff surgery and you can't use your right hand to wipe, I'm telling you, it's really, really hard. And pulling your pants up and down too. That's definitely and brushing your teeth. That's another one that's hard. You never realize how much you need your right hand until you can't have it unless you're if you're left-handed, then that's the other one. But um anyway, let's see. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Enika. Oh gosh, Smiley, not going anywhere. Your husband fell. I can't believe they didn't keep him in the hospital or put him in rehab or something for that. That's crazy. Karen's got frost warning in Minnesota and we're 93 degrees. That's crazy. All right. Hey, Marie. Hey, Julie. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. So this is the first one, and this is what you need. So so not many pieces. It's only 5.5 by 8.5 hydrangea hue. This piece right here could really be almost any color because you're not going to see it. That's the piece that we're gluing the paper down to. So you can kind of see it through the back. So you want to have something that matches. You don't want to use like orange or something because you will see it a little bit. But that's what it looks like from the top. But just use something that goes with that paper. And then this is the actual paper we're using. 5.25 by, all these are 5.25 by 4. And then this is just scraps I've got of white and hydrangea right there for the words. So there you go. Thank you, Kelly. You're so sweet. Oh, Marie Zimmerman. Zimmerman. I think there's somebody named Cinnamon too, like cinnamon, but cinnamon with a Z. Unless I spelled your name wrong, and that's you. I think there was somebody with Zinn instead of MM though. Try pulling up your Spanx with your left. Marie says, try pulling up your Spanx with your left hand. I don't wear Spanx because, oh, Tony says a bidet solves lots of issues. I don't have a bidet, but I would like to get one. Um, but the Spanx, I bought Spanx one time, and I'm telling you, I almost had a nervous breakdown just trying to get them on with two hands. I know Mario's sitting here going like, "What are Spanx?" They're like a torture treatment for women, is what they are. Um, but I tried putting them on and I was working up such a sweat. And then I get it on, and it was the kind that goes like from your thighs up to your like right under your boobs. And it had like the silicone part to hold it up. So I'm like, okay, this would be good. And this is like for my daughter's wedding. I was doing this. So I get it all the way up finally, and I'm thinking, how am I ever going to go to the bathroom? Because it took me 20 minutes just to get them on. And as soon as I sat down, even though it had that like silicone band at the top that's not supposed to roll, it rolled right down. And so then it just went like down to my stomach. And I said, well, that was a waste of like $50. And Kelly must be skinny. Kelly says, what are Spanx? It's like a girdle. So it's shapewear. So if you're fat and you want to suck in all your fat together, it like sucks it in and pushes it up or something. I don't know. That's basically what it does. Okay, so what we're going to do is cut this. So you need your paper trimmer. And you know I do mine upside down. So you want to cut, oops, every half an inch. So this is 4 inches. So we're going to make 8 strips. So you're going to go, I'm going to do the half-inch mark on the left side. So it's right there, if you guys can see that. So that's a half an inch right, right there. I know this is not a Sharpie, so that'll wipe right off, but that is the half-inch mark. So we're going to do it, and then you're going to keep it in order. So we're just going to go right over and keep those in order. Make sure you don't have any upside down ones. So if you ever bought Spanx and wasted your money, I feel you, because I will never ever wear them again. Whoops. When it gets down to the end, it's hard to get these little strips because you got to get it right on the line and then hold it. This is the hard one here. So you got to put it right in the middle. And there we go. All right, so here's our pieces. So we have 8 strips. We're going to be using all of them. So if you're doing it like some other people have done it, you would only use every other one and you'd have the whole piece in the background. But we're not doing that. So here's what we're going to do. So we're going to start with the first piece and glue this down. And hopefully one of these glues works. All right, so just put some glue on that and glue it right up. Yeah, that's right. Okay, glue it right up to the edge. So just kind of double check it. And you do want to use the green glue, I think, because you really need to be able to make sure it's right up to that edge. All right, then the second piece, every other piece is going to be a placeholder. So we're just not going to glue this. We're just going to set it right there for a second, okay? Then we're going to glue the third. So you're going to glue down your first, third, fifth, and seventh piece. So hold that in place and then put this right up against it. And just make sure it's lined up with the top and that piece next to it. So this piece is not glued down, only these two. So this will be a placeholder. And then this one gets glued down. Right up next to it. And then this is a placeholder. And then this one gets glued down. You don't want to put a ton of glue either because you don't want it like oozing out somewhere. And then this will be a placeholder. So I cut that piece a little crooked, but okay. All right. So there's that. So only half this is glued down. So we're going to take this. This piece is not glued down. This one's not glued down. That one's not. And that one's not. Okay, so now you could either use dimensionals and use like 8 dimensionals, or what I did was I used the strips. These are the, what are they called? I forgot. Hold on. My squeaky chair. They're called foam adhesive strips. So it's number 141825. And you get two packs like this, two of these sheets. And what I did was I took one of the strips, I laid it down next to it and just put it just a little bit up, and then I cut straight across. So I already have mine the right um length for this. So it's just a smidge shorter. So then you're going to take these and you're going to put them on the, you could use two. I'm just using one. You're going to put it right on the back, in the middle. And then we're going to do another one. Doesn't have to be straight. It's okay. Shop at Amazon too. Compression knee socks. My mother used to wear those compression um socks, but they went up to her almost her knees. And now she has permanent like dents in her um like right under her knee where those compression hose were so tight. I don't know how she even got them on. I bought some for a plane trip one time, and I couldn't even get them. I was on the plane, and I said, "Oh, I'm gonna put them on because they prevent blood clots." And darn if I was sitting there like about to kill myself. Oh, you get fun foam from the dollar store. Okay, that's good. Yeah, these are thicker, so I'm gonna tell you what to do when we put the words on. I did a double behind that. All right, so now you're just going to fill these in the center. And if you want to, if you're not very good about putting stuff down straight, put a little strip of glue right there, and then it'll give you a little wiggle room. But I think I'm pretty good at doing this, so I'm just going to wing it and put it down. And then you're going to grab your next piece. Make sure before you take that sticker off, it's the right one because they might get mixed up. Just line it up with the top and then just put it. And it does have a little bit of wiggle room. Like if you lay it down and you want to move it, you can pretty much pull it right back up. Yeah, these strips are nice. I haven't tried the Dollar Tree version, but these have a lot in them. And I don't think they're that much. Maybe like, I don't know, $5 or $6. I have no idea. I haven't bought any in a while. I always forget about them. Okay, so there you go. Then this goes on your, see, that was pretty easy, wasn't it? It really is not hard. Once you cut the strips, it's like, boom, easy. Put that down on your back piece. So this will give you the same look as the way everybody else has done it, but you're not going to waste that extra piece. So if you're going to make 3 cards, you'll use 3 pieces instead of, well, I guess, let me see. Yeah, because before you could only, if you use 3 pieces, you'd only make 2 cards. So this way you use 3 cards out of 3 pieces. All right, so then we want to put the inside, and I just stamped the flower. So I just didn't want to waste that other piece. That's why I was like, we got to figure out a better way to do that. I keep forgetting with these new pads, you actually have to like press it down instead of tapping it lightly. All right, that was hydrangea for the inside. And then for our words, we're going to be using secrecy. Dang, Colleen, you must be like suffering all day long wearing compression socks and Spanx. I would be in so much pain. That sounds like pure torture to me. Okay, so for the words, I've got scraps right here. So I have a scrap of white. We're just going to stamp celebrate. And that was secret C. Oops, you know what? I got to punch it and then we're going to dip it. So when you go to punch this, if you punch it like straight in, you're going to have your banner on the left. So you need to turn your paper around the other way. This was hysterical in class the other day doing this because I'm like, you have to punch the word upside down. So you got to put it in like that to get the banner on the right and then punch it out. So this is the triple banner punch and it's item number 167050. Need to write that down there again because it's coming off a little bit. And then I just, you know what? I thought I cut a piece of this ahead of time, but I guess I didn't. We're going to dip this. Oh, you know what? I didn't dip it. I just thought I did, but I didn't. But we are going to do it. All right. And then I just glued it down to this and cut it. I used a paper cutter, but I'm just going to wing it and just cut it like right there. All right. So that was just a scrap of hydrangea hue. Yeah, I love that punch too. Okay, so then we're going to glue these two together. Hey, Nina. And they're both about 1/2 inch. I think the punch punches it out a little sliver smaller than a 1/2 inch because this is 1/2 inch, but it's just a teeny bit different. All right, and then you can put your words wherever you want to. I'm going to put it right over here. And since we want to glue this down, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the ends and I'm going to put dimensionals. I forgot to go get more dimensionals. So, I meant to go grab some more and I forgot. So I'm just going to take two of these and put them together. So we're going to take one and put it on another one and just peel that off. So now we got double dimensional. We're going to put that right in the center. And I got too much. Oops, I need to put some glue. I forgot. Put a little glue on either of the ends. And then stick that right on there. Okay, and then give it a little press. So 2 dimensionals equals the thickness of the foam. So you need to just put an extra dimensional there. All right, and then I put a few little rhinestones on here. You guys know I'm lazy. Sometimes I just get whatever's already on the table and put one on the words. And I just don't feel like getting up, so I just grab these rhinestones are always on my table because I use them a lot. And I want to put them down in the crevice here because if you this is already up high, so if you want to mail this, it's going to be a little bit thicker. So I would put your gems down. Well, that's going to be it's not that big of a gem, so it's not going to matter that much. Okay. And then I did not spray this because it's embossed with that copper. And if you use the spray on that, it takes the color off of that. So I did not spray it. So that's the first card. Strip is 1/2 inch. Yep. Um, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is gorgeous. And if you guys are just joining us, this paper is back in stock and it's available. It was available right before the video. So I'm hoping it'll stay in stock for a few days at least. So if you haven't gotten it yet, you can put it on your list. Oh, and I have something to tell you guys. I found out Stampin' Up's having some kind of a glitch. in there ordering right now. I don't know what's going on, but um, lights are flickering on my end or your end, Nancy? Because my lights are not flickering unless it's on the computer screen or something. Um, Anyway, if this is what's going on, because I had 2 customers tell me this, that they went to order, and when they got to, like, the checkout, it said a different demonstrator on there, not me, and they only order from me, and I think what happened is oh, Nancy, your power went out. Uh-oh. Um if you, like, look at other people's blogs and stuff or websites, then I think it automatically is giving you that person. So just make sure when you check out, if you want to order from me, just make sure it says Lisa Freeman on your checkout page, and it should have my picture on there. So just double check that because there is some kind of a glitch now. And so it's not having your usual demonstrator. So if you click on anybody else's website, it'll automatically put the last person that you clicked on as your demonstrator. So just please double check that because I'd hate um, for you to miss out like on the card kit or something. All right, so that was card number 1. So now we're going to do card number 2. So this one I'm going to show you how to cut it. So we're going to start with the 5.5 by 8.5 melon mambo, and I saved the white sticker from this other piece. Here we go. So we've got these pieces, 5.25 by 4, balmy blue, 5.25 by 4, white. This is gonna be 5.25 by 4, but we're gonna cut it down first. So this is actually just the 6 by 6, and I'm gonna cut it down to 5.25 by 4. So I'm gonna show you how to cut that smaller. So, and then, oh, the word is just on a scrap. That's like 3/4 of an inch by, I think, I want to say it's 2 inches. I'm not positive. No, it's not 2 inches. It's maybe um an inch and 3/4 by 3/4. Okay, so get a screenshot of that. Oh, Lou, you got to wear compression socks too. Wow. You probably burn about 200 calories just getting them on, I bet. Because I know when I try to do that, I have really like, I get worn out before I even get them on. So I don't know how you do it. uh, I know they help people, but dang, they're so hard to get on. All right. So again, we're going to do the paper first. I'm going to start first by cutting it down to 5.25 by 4. So what we want to do, I'm going to cut off the 3/4 inch from the bottom. So we're going to go over to 3/4 of an inch over here and just cut that off. So that's going to make it 5.25 this way. So now we want to do 4 inches this way. It's 6 inches. So I'm going to cut 1 inch off of this side and 1 inch off of this side. So I'm going to go over to my 1 inch mark on the left, cut one off there, and then I'm going to do a 1 inch off of the other side. All right, so just save these scraps. You can make something out of that, I'm sure. So now we have our 4 inches by 5.25, and we're gonna cut it at every 1/4 of an inch. I mean, every 1/2 an inch, just like last time. We're gonna start on the left and line these up so you don't get them mixed up. This one is harder to see because all the strips look exactly the same almost. You can kind of tell, but um, they're harder. If you got them all mixed up, it would be harder to unscramble them, I think. And the back's not really much help because it's all the same pattern too. So just be careful when you're laying them down. Oops. All right, one more. This is the hardest one. I'm always worried it's going to move. All right, so there we go. All right, so there's our 8 strips. Oh, Gloria, your 5th anniversary. Nice. I just had my 25th anniversary. That's crazy. Crazy to me that I've been a demonstrator that long. All right, so again, we're going to start with the first one on the left and glue it down. And we're just going to glue down every other one again. Just make sure the most important part is getting this first one lined up with your edge. So you just want to make sure that's really straight. Mine is just a sliver off. That means they're probably all going to be a little sliver off. Okay, second one is just a placeholder. And you just want to make sure your horizon line is lining up. So we can cut these off at the end. And then this one gets glued. So just make sure this horizon line right here is straight in the middle. And we'll fix this at the bottom. This one is a placeholder. So it's easy to see where it's lined up right there. And then this one should be the next one. Yeah. So this one gets glued. I was thinking about doing a 10 and 20 on my next video. What do you guys think? I haven't done one of them in a long time. They're always fun. And then this one gets glued. Gotta work on my swap for the trip. I can't believe my trip is coming up in like a week and a half. That's crazy. It's gone by so fast. All right, and then this one is a placeholder, so that's not gonna get glued down. So now, I know this is just a sliver over, but these are not gonna stay here. So, all right, we're just gonna trim these. It's just a slight sliver over. So we'll just trim that off. Okay. I think I just got these out of order. Yeah, I did. Okay, so we'll just go backwards. All right, so these are backwards right here. So let's get our strips again. And these are already cut the right length, so I don't have to worry about that. So you're just going to put these down in the middle. And if you don't like these strips, you can use dimensionals. It'll just take you longer to peel them off. Or unless you use the um, packing tape technique for them then. But this is just quicker. And then we need one more. When am I going to do the scrapbooking one? The scrapbooking class is next week. So I was going to do it after the class because I don't want to ruin the surprise for the people coming. But the problem is the class is next Tuesday and Thursday. And then I guess I could do it next Thursday night. That's what I'll do next Thursday. Okay, so this one actually goes right here. And I think that one goes right there. That one goes right there. Yep, okay. I got them out of order when I flipped it over. All right, so just make sure you line that up at the top and get that horizon line straight. Yeah, and then I'll do next Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning. Then that'll be it for because I leave at the crack of dawn on Sunday and won't be back until late. Our plane gets in 10 o'clock at night on the 9th. So hopefully I'll be able to do a video on the 10th, but so that'll be over a week of no videos. So I don't know if you guys will be able to handle that. But I do have like 750 videos on YouTube that you can go back and watch if you haven't seen all of them already or rewatch some. Okay, now since this is just a little bit over, I'm going to cut this off. Okay, so there we go. Get rid of all my trash. Okay, so now we got that on, and we're gonna do our word. So we've got relax, and we've got a little sailboat too. So I need my little white piece, and I lost my lid. Done with that. And we need to do the inside too. Whoops. Okay, so these are the colors we're going to be using right now. So our word is in Secret C. Actually, let's go ahead and do the inside real quick. So we're going to start with the balmy blue. So this is balmy blue. Yes, no Lisa for a whole week. Actually, more than a week because it'll be from Saturday, next Saturday, until the Tuesday after that. A week later, week and a half almost. Oh, there's something on this. Okay. So here's our water. So that's balmy blue. And then I didn't do the sailboats because I couldn't find them. Where did I get the sailboat from? It is from the that stamp set I showed you. This one. It's in this stamp set. It's the dies. So it's these dies come with this stamp set, Sunset Coast. And these are the dies. So I took this one right here and I only cut it cuts this whole thing, but if you just put a smaller piece of paper there, it'll cut just the sailboat out. So, and like if you just wanted just the lighthouse, just put a piece of paper just right there and it'll cut just the lighthouse out. So all these dies come with that. So this is crushed curry. So we're going to do a sun there and a sun there. So I probably should have done it over a little bit more, but that's okay. So that was crushed curry. And then last but not least is Secret Sea. So we're going to do a few of the seagulls. And then I've got the words. And the relax is actually from that waterfront stamp set with the chair, the Adirondack chair. And this is the one that I dipped. I thought it was the other one, but it was this one. So just dip the edges in your ink. Okay, so we've got to do our trick with the um, dimensionals again. So let me glue this down. Whew, I'm getting hot. My air conditioner, I'm shocked, has actually kept up today. Because normally when it's in the 90s, it runs nonstop. I know. Who's going to tell you jokes? I'm telling you. I don't pre-record videos because I like to do them live. But um, you guys can go back and rewatch some. This goes on the inside. I'm sure there's a lot you haven't seen. The live ones, if you go to my YouTube channel, the live ones are from the last like 4 or 5 years. And then before that, I did them on Facebook and then loaded them up to YouTube. So they were still live, but they were live on Facebook instead of YouTube. All right, so we're going to put the sailboat like here and then the relax right there. So let's see. I did put dimensionals on both of these. Man, I'm almost out of dimensionals. I could have sworn I had an. Oh, wait a minute. No. Oh, I have some of these. Okay. I have some with my tape. Oh, I stuck some in here that aren't even taped. All right, so we're gonna put two on top of each other in here. And let me get two that are the similar. I'm gonna put another one here. And this one's already got the piece off. Okay, so these already have two pieces together, and then we're gonna put a little bit of glue just on the edges and then the middle. Stick this back down. Doesn't want to go down. Okay, there we go. All right, then this is gonna go. Need tweezers right here. Okay, and so it's raised up. It's got two dimensionals behind this one and this one. And then we want our boat to go kind of just over the top of that a little bit. So we need to put some dimensionals right in the middle here. So I'm just going to take these two right here and cut them and put that on top and stick that in there. Hopefully that will cover. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so we want it right there. So I just need a little bit of glue behind this right here and behind that sail right there. So just like a teeny bit right there, and then like that. Okay. I'm just gonna hold that for a second. I know, you guys are gonna miss me. I'm so sad. Thanks, Nina. Oh, Amy, it's 97. I think we got up to 93 today. You guys, I think it's cooler here because we have all the water. All right, then this one, I did put diamonds. I put rhinestones on this, but I just found my sequins. I was looking for them and they were actually in this box. I couldn't find them, but I did find them. So we're going to use sequins instead. So these sequins come with the suite and they're so pretty. So we're going to use the like pink color ones and put one right there. These are nice because they're really flat. And then let's put some bluish one kind of there. And over here, let's see. I'll put it right there. Okay, so there you go. All right, so that is the second card. So here's the second card. Here's the first card. They all fit. Hopefully. Is it too high? Oops. Bring it down just a little bit. All right, so there you go, guys. What do you think? Do you think that was pretty easy? I thought that was pretty easy technique, and I like it. And I like doing it this way. You can watch somebody else's video and see how they do it, but I think this way is the same amount of work, but you don't waste that extra piece underneath. So I like it better. Thanks, Regina. Thanks, Trina. You like the second one? I like both of them. I didn't want to do too much on top, like to cover it up, because I wanted to focus on the technique. So that's why I didn't really put much on top of it. All right, you guys knew what time it is. It's time for a joke. Let me pull my joke up. This is a cute one. All right, when our lawnmower broke and wouldn't run, my wife kept hinting to me that I should get it fixed. But somehow I always had something else to take care of. First the shed, then the boat, making beer, always something more important to me. Finally, thought of a clever way to make her point. When I arrived home one day, I found her seated in the tall grass, busily snipping away with a tiny pair of sewing scissors. I know she wouldn't use sewing scissors. She probably used paper snips. I watched silently for a short time and then went into the house. I was only gone a minute, and when I came back out again, I handed her a toothbrush and said, "When you finish cutting the grass, you might as well sweep the driveway. The doctors say I will walk again, but I will always have a limp." I thought it was going to say, and then the fight started. Can you imagine if your husband gave you a toothbrush that says sweep the driveway? I think I'd be divorcing him the next day. That sounds like something my ex-husband would have done. All right. So that was the joke. Tell that to your husbands. They'll like that if you have one. All right. So it's time for card giveaway. Let me get these out of the way and get some cards. I do have a couple that were not claimed. So we have Rosa and Nicole. So if you guys um, have your name up here, make sure you send me your address. And here's my email. And I know I forgot to put the addresses last time, so I'll remember this time. All right, here we go. Oh, you guys like that joke, huh? All right, first winner is, I got two. Becky Chapman. Becky Chapman. And the next winner is, hold on, I just picked somebody who just won. Oh, Marlo Rooney. That's so funny. She just sent me a card today, and that was already in there. That's so funny. Uh, oh, Twyla White. All right, that's the winners for today. So I hope you enjoyed the video today. Make sure you do thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that. I didn't even see Twyla on here today. Darn it. Um, Make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, all that for me. And I think, oh, your husband didn't like it. He said, ouch. Well, sorry. Yeah, Twyla. Well, she just sent me like 3 cards, so I put her name in there. You know, if you send a card, you get your name in there automatically, and then I just pick a bunch of other people too. Sorry. Uh, all right, you guys. I will see you on Thursday. Oh, Nicole Blowers is from Australia. Okay. Well, does anybody know her? They can tell her that she won. I picked her from the comments. Oh, Amy, you sent me Happy Mail. Good. Okay. All right, you guys. I will see you in 2 days. So take care, everybody. Stay cool if you're like me and have this heat wave. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye.